next couple of months, and then give you plenty of time to ask me some questions, whatever might be on your mind. One thing I want to say about our office here in Draper is that consider this your home away from home. We have many leaders, brand partners that come into our office to use the conference room, use the room that you're in now. I use the Welcome Center as a way of supporting and building their business. We've invested a lot of time and money to this, but it's because we're committed to network marketing, and we've got some incredible plans how we want to build the biggest network marketing company that's ever been and make this a generational business. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. Well, we have June coming up, and of course we've got our Super Saturday where we're going to be releasing our second version of the compensation plan. Of course, the first version of the comp plan we've had from day one, but now because of all of our rapid growth, we start to need to look at how are we going to support this growth into the future. So that's why we're releasing comp plan version 2. Also, we have a very special trip that's coming along for the top SPDs in the company. That's going to be out to Switzerland and France. I'm really looking forward to being there in person and sharing with that team what it is that I've been working on in the lab, some new clinical studies, and to share a little bit of a peek of what's coming over the next 5 to 7 years in terms of new products based on technology that I just got a patent on this past week.
Wow.
We also have in July the release of the comp plan upgrade and of course the release of X2O. So with X2O, for those of you that want a machine, we have those sitting now in our office. We're going back through and testing them. We've had little glitches that we've been fixing. It's totally normal for where we are with the manufacturing process, but we will release those shortly after we finish going through validation, and then we'll launch in the US in July, and then 2026 we'll start to look at our international release. Then we're having a second incentive trip for the top 20 SPDs in the company. That's going to be over to Denmark, and those SPDs that won that trip are going to be the first to see the core technology behind our home power generation unit.
Oh my God! Come on, baby!
I will tell you that I feel incredibly blessed by this industry, by our leaders, and by our brand partners in our community. I have an incredibly great life. I get to invent, get products out to market, and then help people in need. But the only reason why that's possible is because of our leaders and our brand partners. And the type of things that I think about is how can I show our community how appreciative I am of everything that you do to build LifeWave. And what I keep coming back to is to invent technology to make LifeWave a multi-generational company. So things like our home power generation unit. Decades from now, human beings will still be using electricity to power their homes and cars. So why not invent a better way to do that, turn that into an opportunity, and distribute that through the network marketing business channel. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And when you come to Denmark, for those of you lucky enough to come to Denmark in August, you'll get to see, touch, feel, and experience that technology and see why I'm so excited about it. And then, of course, in October, we have our global convention. And of course, for those of you that were there in October to celebrate 20 years, it was phenomenal. So this year it'll be about twice as many people. We'll have about 10,000 people at the Anaheim Convention Center. We've got incredible guest speakers already signed. We have some incredible entertainment already signed that I won't give away right now, but it's going to blow you away who we got. And of course, I'll be there to talk about X2O, Celergize, some new studies on X39, and as well as a look at what's coming over the next 5 to 7 years on our product line, and we're all going to take time to celebrate that together. So that's a lot that's going on. So right now, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
So if you have any questions, just speak up loud enough so he can hear you.
Can you?
I do.
Scott and Renita are here. I know they got questions.
Oh, David, I don't have questions. I'm so proud of you and thankful to be here. Thanks for everything. We love and appreciate you.
Thank you, Renita. Great to see you. Thank you for everything that you and Scott are doing to build the business, and definitely looking forward to seeing the two of you in Switzerland in a couple of weeks.
Us too. Hey, are you gonna go hang gliding? Paragliding? Paragliding in Switzerland.
I didn't know that was an option. I've done paragliding.
Paragliding.
I would get, if Christina would let me, I would do some hang gliding.
Okay.
David, did you have something you want to ask?
Yeah, I have a question about the water machine.
Yes.
So I have people in my organization that are in Kangen, and their main way of promoting that is through bottled water, replacing bottled water. So with this only being able to drink the 20 ounces of water, is that correct? Right, an hour. I just talked to Meredith. Within an hour after you get it out of the machine, can you still use the water?
Yeah. So X2O is a completely different product than alkaline water. This technology is designed to stop and reverse parts of the human aging process. And the core technology around X2O is going to make its way into other products we're going to release in the future. So it's very, very different than alkaline water. We've completed 6 human clinical studies up to this point on over 250 people, and incredibly, 100% of the population responds. The average response time to see changes in the equipment we have people connected to is less than 15 seconds.
Wow.
So it's very different than alkaline water. And I've covered some of this on our webinar, so I won't get into it now. But to further answer your question, once the way we've done our clinical studies is that people will drink a 16-ounce glass of water after it's dispensed from the machine, and they drink that on an empty stomach. That's the way we've done our studies. In practice, when we look at the stability of our water, if you keep it out of the light, out of heat, it will stay stable for several hours after dispensing it. But we still recommend, because of the way we've done the studies, that people consume it after it's dispensed. The machine will process 2 glasses of water every 45 minutes.
So is it filtered?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. That actually was, when we started designing the machine, we wanted to build in 2 separate stages of filtration. The first, so you can put tap water in this. The first stage is going to, of course, remove things like heavy metals, pesticides, herbicides, and also the forever chemicals, PFOS, PFOAs. The second stage is a further carbon filter, but what it also does is put hydrogen into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we did that so we can have a source of hydrogen to drive our process, so it's not a hydrogen water in the typical sense of what's out in the marketplace, and we also did that to support product claims. But functionally, what X2O does, that's patented, is it embeds wavelengths of light in coherent domains in the bonds between hydrogen and oxygen. So when you drink the water, it's releasing that light into the body.
Awesome.
Sorry, I have a question. With the renewable energy system, is that going to be working off the fuel that you created for the drones, or is it power in a different way?
I'm not gonna get into that now. But what I would tell you is that this is a hyper efficient engine, several times more efficient than the engine that's in your car, and the exhaust from the engine is actually cleaner than the ambient air. So the business model is this would produce 20 kilowatts. That's enough to power your home. That is enough to recharge the batteries on an electric car and have about 5 kilowatts left over to sell back to the grid. So you're getting rid of your electric bill and you're also making money off of the power grid. And the unit is completely clean energy. So we're doing great for the environment in the process. And I think I got time for one more question.
I was gonna say, David, it's not a question, but I wanted to thank you. We got to meet you on the Greek Island cruise on the cruise ship, and we're sponsored by Scott and Renee. Our name's John and Teresa Guest. But the way you treated Teresa and I when we met you, it was just so genuine. We ended up bringing our group out here, some of our leaders, a few weeks back, and we were all crying because we left another company to come here, and to see what you're doing with LifeWave and all the technology, we were just all in tears leaving this and seeing what you're doing. So we just saying thank you to not leave this channel and to keep people here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you. You know, as I mentioned before, I have an amazing life, and it's because of network marketing and because of our amazing community of brand partners. And I think about the future, and you know, what's the future going to be like for my kids and all of your kids? And if we can create technology and opportunities today that will guarantee the success of our business many decades into the future, then we can turn LifeWave into a generational company, so that, you know, eventually when you want to retire, you can pass your business off over to your kids. And to me, that's a gift that I can give to our community as a way of saying thank you for the amazing life that you've blessed me
Love
with.
it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and this is generational.
Thank you, everybody.
wealth.
God bless. I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to seeing you all
Tell
soon.
Christina hi.
Thank you.
John, why don't you tell my